Welcome to Lifeology, a biology curriculum aimed at answering the call to correct the many errors present in modern science education and academic culture more broadly. The life sciences were once used almost exclusively as a means to bear witness to creation. Those who practiced them understood that their role was to document the myriad forms and functions of living things found throughout nature for the sake of appreciating and safeguarding the implicit order that they felt was an obvious and all-encompassing reality around them. It was not until relatively recently when the scientific community lost its way. First, by entangling itself with empty materialist philosophies which hold all life on Earth, including humans, to be the result of nothing but a random chemical accident, essentially soulless globs of mechanical atoms. Whether by accident or design, this effectively separated man from his relationship to the divine, which has contributed heavily to the psychological and moral degradation that we have been bearing witness to in our current age. Next, it began partnering with economic and governmental interests to blatantly oppose the laws of nature. For decades or longer, we have been witnessing an increasing number of horrors perpetrated on the earth and its residents due in large part to and in the name of science. From malpractice carried out by medical professionals and the pharmaceutical corporations who now fund them, to the mistreatment of the earth for the sake of short-sighted economic gain, to the systematic poisoning and genetic manipulation of our food supply, to the subversion of our consciousness for the sake of wholesale psychological manipulation. My name is Ian Spellman. I'm a former school teacher turned passionate advocate for homeschooling, unschooling, and small-scale family-based educational co-ops after witnessing firsthand, both from behind a desk and in front of a classroom, how much the modern education system has failed to produce free-thinking and free-spirited individuals. Instead, it's opted to churn out nothing more than economically functional robots programmed with whatever dogmas suit the pullers and movers of society. And as very recent history has attested, it seems these dogmas get more and more depraved and removed from common sense reality by the day. As someone with both an academic and professional background in biological research, I have felt called to address these issues and help to reclaim the life sciences for use and service to the life force. First and foremost, this means sharing with my students that science is an ongoing, meticulous process of gathering information and making well-informed propositions based on that information, rather than a canonizing of orthodox facts with nothing but cheap lip service to the idea of being open-minded and self-critical. This program is being developed with homeschooling and unschooling parents in mind, especially those who have become wise to the lies and half-truths being churned out by our mainstream sources of information. Perhaps many of you as well have only recently entered into these new educational paradigms as an understandable reaction to the recent unveilings of the type of indoctrination being spewed forth by schools across the world. But of course, this program is not limited only to homeschoolers. It is meant for anyone who is interested in bolstering their knowledge of the life sciences, as it contains within a great many practical lessons that anyone can apply to their lives. And so I welcome a range of people who would like to take part in this project. In concrete terms, Lifeology aims to cover the typical array of topics students would encounter in a high school or university freshman level course in biology, but with the addition of showing them towards related doors that would otherwise remain obscured by mainstream textbooks and curriculums due to their penchant for ignoring or dismissing out of hand any concept that does not fit cleanly into a materialist worldview. The result is a unique intertwining of history, philosophy, psychology, mythology, etymology, eco-spirituality, and a great many other topics that help to reawaken students to their own and humanity's highest potential. I have also done away with the types of exams students may be used to encountering in the academic institutions, as these have come to be little more than a means of quantifying a learner's ability to memorize trivial bits of information for short-term regurgitation, which has very little application towards a legitimate education. This outdated method of teaching leads students to miss the forest for the trees when it comes to any subject, but the sciences are one of the worst offenders. This easily results in, as it did for me at a younger age, a distaste towards the very subjects that should in fact be animating us towards the fullest expression of life. Therefore, any extra reading or viewing materials I assign will be by suggestion only, meant to supplement lessons and introduce an even greater array of interesting and illuminating topics. Perhaps most importantly, however, is that emphasis will also be placed on how knowledge of biological systems can inform us in terms of our personal health, eventually culminating in lessons related to practical topics such as dietary nutrition, permaculture, and ecological restoration. All free, of course, from the totalitarian nonsense being dictated to us by self-appointed experts. I believe that humanity is taking its first steps into a radically new world, where the shackles of technocracy, psychopathy, debauchery, and disease are cast away in favor of a renewed existence centered around family, health, mutual cooperation, and freedom. This curriculum is my contribution to the process of ensuring that this society is realized. And so, if these words stir something within you, and you feel it might be a good fit for you, your children, or your family as a whole, I encourage you to reach out for more information and schedule a one-on-one consultation followed by a free introductory trial lesson. I hope that you will join me on this journey to rescue the many gems of knowledge found within this subject, so that we might carry them forward with us into this new and better world.